ain't safe if you run up on me. Ayy, no one cuts up like me. They don't. Yeah, who gon' cut up like me? Tell me who. But a fan, you get cut up for free. That's for free. You ain't safe if you run up on me.
Here's the beauty of battle. Who wanna step to the beast? My power running up, it's like a Sonic, and trust me, you don't wanna see it unleashed. You know that I am the captain and all of my people, they call me commander-in-chief. Think you matching with me? You have a better time trying to pass on the weed. Like come on, coach. They really be setting you up. Like you trying out for the team, you know you ain't making a cut. If they be stepping to me and my people, you know I will lay them in blood. When this eye patch come off, you really gon' know what it's up. If I'm in your sector, you step into rockin' a hard place. I am the anime, Tony Montana, a boss, you can tell by the scar face.
Good evening, YouTube. I am your host, King Shadow. Another No Excuse Reactions Hot Bar. As you see the new title, yes, the Hot Bar is going to be an actual permanent segment to the regular show. So, Hot Bar. As you know, I sling through that shortcuts list, the hot list, you know, the one that comes up and you see all them little shorts and shit. So I sling through that, record a little bit, and then we're going to play it back and I talk some shit. So let's get in it.
Casually date and fuck around?
Pretty much right now, yeah, that's where I'm at.
At 37?
Yeah.
37? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, well, when you're done with that and you're done having your fun and everything.
When is my what?
When's your hoe phase done?
I'm actually not in a whole phase.
You just said you were fucking. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not fucking around in that sense, like fucking multiple people. I'm dating. I'm meeting people. I'm having fun.
That's
I'm going
the whole
out.
Phase. Having fun going out and dating casually is the whole phase.
No, there's not. No, it's not. You're wrong.
What do you call it?
What do I call it?
Yeah.
I call it dating.
So let me ask you this.
I call it being single.
You've been married for 10
I'm not fucking multiple people.
Hold on. I get what you're saying, right?
Are you telling me right now that you just want to casually?
Damn. Okay. It is a whole phase, lady. Okay. A lot of things that the girls nowadays don't know is their own goddamn biological clock. Okay? Biology. Your body starts producing eggs after, I believe it was 40. It stops producing. Okay? Or the production comes down real low. Your factory is running on the last legs. Okay? Now, there is those exceptions of older ladies having babies and shit like that there. But understand, exceptions does not make the rule. On the basic natural screen of things, from 40 to like 30 to 50, it's crunch time. Okay? Really, crunch time. And you really want to get that shit up in the 30s, you know what I mean? But it's crunch time. Because you want a decent life, a family and all that shit, you gotta start working at a young age, you know what I mean? Like 25, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta start working at a young age instead of just jumping dick from dick. Now, she said she wasn't doing a hoe because she's dating. So, what you saying is you out there getting free meals and shit from niggas saying you don't need a nigga. Dating. Or are you out there clapping cheeks with every other nigga? Still a hoe phase. Dating ends up in the hoe phase, okay? That's really what it is. You still a hoe phase. You can't tell me you did not fuck with most of those dates. If not half of those dates. It still makes it an issue. Okay? Now, there's no intent in what you're doing. And so right now you're 37 and you're saying you want to start your whole phase now? Didn't make sense to me what she was saying. It didn't make sense to anybody else on the panel. That was the Fresh and Fit panel. That was Fresh and Fit clip. That shit, a lot of girls are thinking right now. And it's fucked up because you're literally just letting your life evaporate. And then later on when you get older, you're going to say, I wish I had that. Or you end up a bitter bitch alone with a dog or a cat. That's her game plan. Dang.
Act like the person you want to become. And the reason why this is so important is we know thinking alone won't get you to change. You actually have to take the actions that change everything. Act like the person you want to become.
I want to know why.
Pay attention. That was a smart lady right there. Okay. Perfect process of change. Act like the person you want to become. Okay? Stop acting yourself. And if you say you want to be a better person, then start acting like it. Literally, that's literally what it is. Take the steps and the maneuvers to do what you say you're going to do. So if you're going to be an honest person, stop lying. Stop withholding information. Just be honest, no matter what the fuck happens. Okay? That smart lady right there. That's the recipe for change right there. And it came from a lady's mouth. So if y'all can't click with that just, I don't know what to do for you, because that's it. That's the perfect strategy to get it going. Just start being better. If you want to be a better person, start being better. That means everything you were doing wrong in the past, stop doing it now. Force yourself to stop. That's how you make a change. Smart lady. Let's go.
A lot of women nowadays are not afraid to be single.
What is it?
After we've evolved over time,
What?
a lot of women are now business owners, hard workers, super independent, mothers.
And this is some bullshit.
Women aren't as afraid of being alone and having to rely on a man to provide for her.
You single women should be happy because you all are getting what you asked for.
But he's right.
Y'all wanted to be able to pay bills.
Got a point.
Y'all wanted to be able to have babies by multiple guys.
You ain't lying.
Y'all are getting all the attention that y'all want on social media.
That's true.
You're making your own money.
You're right again.
And the most important thing that y'all wanted is to be alone.
Think about that.
I can do everything for myself. What do I really need you for?
Buy a dog, die alone. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
Whenever you are getting attacked or screaming for help, all of the men gonna look at each other and be like,
Do you think we should help?
No, she has that strong independent ID card.
Women are making these men really show and prove themselves first before they just get that ring on the finger.
You don't get it yet, do you?
the man decides who he wants to marry.
Message.
I don't know why a lot of
Okay. The sun beaming directly in mine now. Okay. That girl need help. You don't even know what fucking evolution is. It's not evolution of what they doing right now. That's not evolution. It's stupidity. Now, the whole feminist movement. I know I did this on a later video, but the whole feminist movement started with white girls. Black girls don't need to get from under a nigga. We don't impress them. We always cherished our women. But the fact that you want to go and take somebody else's drama and make it your drama, that's the problem. And then the whole point of her saying girls are making guys show and prove before they get the ring. You do not have control over the ring status. You are supposed to audition for that status. And you can easily fuck up and lose that status. So, understand, relationships are still guys' part to accept. Your part is to actually do your part. Know your part. She didn't know her part. She need to go back to school and understand what the fuck evolution is. Because I don't see no superpowers in that bitch. I just saw something stupid. Next.
Minutes in your 20s, did you go after weaker guys like to date, or did you still try to date as far as like what they consider toxic masculinity, or this total type of male that they teach you kind of an enemy? Did you go after these guys, or did you kind of try to go after the softer, more agreeable, nice type of guys in your 20s?
So I would go after the softer, more agreeable guys because they were the only ones that I could control. You can't control an alpha. Women who have that kind of mentality, it happens without you really knowing it. And then of course what happens, right? 2 or 3 years later or a year later, I was like, why am I not attracted to this guy anymore? Or like, why am I not into this relationship anymore? Or like, why is this not working? And it's because polarity was off. It wasn't what I was needing. I needed a real man, but I didn't know how to keep a man because I was emasculating them.
As a feminist in your 20s, did you?
Okay, so check this out. Holy shit. That's a perfect example of taking accountability and reflecting on what the fuck you were doing wrong. That's a perfect example, people. Ladies, take notes. That's exactly what you need to look at. your own self. Okay? What are you doing? She even realized she was choosing weak niggas just so she can control them. And then you can't complain when you choose a weak nigga. Okay? She understood that she wasn't gonna keep a man trying to demasculate a man. Because a real man ain't gonna get demasculated. We're just gonna show you the man in us. Okay? So, as I'm saying, that was a perfect example of reflection and accountability. Now, I think I saw her name was Sarah Dawn Moore. Yeah, Sarah Dawn Moore. She done more work on herself. Take notes, ladies. Damn.
Attracts feminine and feminine attracts masculine. What does the world think is masculine energy? It's the highly successful, A-type, highly driven, Ferrari, Rolex wearing masculine. I hate to break it to you guys, but that is the most scared man on the planet. The man who is in his divine masculine doesn't need the Ferrari, doesn't need absolutely anything. So what is happening is the wounded woman is attracting the wounded man. Only the healed woman can attract the healed man. Only the divine feminine can attract the divine masculine.
Hey, now she's a fairly new channel. She's starting off with the clip things, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to progress like Melanie Kane and start talking about shit. She cute, very cute. But what this dude was saying, that's the point I'm getting at. So don't get distracted, niggas, by the cuteness on the side. Okay, listen to what this dude was saying. Okay, feminine energy attracts masculine energy. Masculine energy attracts feminine energy. So girls, think about it. If you acting too masculine, too niggerish, you're only gonna attract a bitch nigga. Laws of the physics right there. He just gave you the physics right there. You feel me? If you are too mannish in your ways, then understand you're gonna pull in feminine niggas. Niggas that aren't full men. So, what he's saying is a law of nature. Okay? So, law of nature. Okay? Simple. Easy. To the point. Real men really don't need much. Okay? Understand that. The materialistic shit, not on our agenda. Okay? Yes, we need money. We will get the money to have the basics in life, food, shelter, all that stuff. Yes, we will get the money. But we don't need to peacock like a motherfucker to show you we're a man. So if you keep gravitating to the peacocking niggas that's all colorful and got all these extra weird shit on and, you know, trying to look this certain way and driving that certain car and stuff, yeah, you want to flock to that, go ahead, flock to that. Understand, you ain't gonna have no real men. Money don't make the man. You gotta be that before you get the money. If you're a boy getting the money, you need to learn how to be a fucking man. That's exactly what it is. Let's keep going.
Did you see the video of the tiger chasing the dudes on the motorbike?
No.
Oh, in India, it's horrific. These fucking dudes are driving on this road in this wildlife preserve, and this tiger comes full clip. So these guys are on this bike. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Just says, fuck it. He just tried. He tried. Now, the reason why this is significant is because in India, tigers eat people all the fucking time. There's tigers that target human beings. There's a place in India called the Sundarbans, and the Sundarbans is it's near this river that they think that one of the reasons why the tigers are so irritable is that they're drinking this river water, and the river water has a high degree of salt in it, high level of salt, and so they're irritated all the time.
Yeah,
they're just in agony, and they're particularly vicious. And over the last 200 years, tigers have killed more than 300,000 human beings in this one part of India.
Like, why do you still live there? Like, I'm giving them, you know.
Say it with me now. God damn. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I love that clip in there. It was from the Sigma Life. It was a clip from Sigma Life, but it was actually a clip from Joe Rogan's show. He just sliced it to it. So, let me say one quick thing. I left that clip in there to show how comfortable we are in America, okay? We don't get fucked up by animals like that, okay? Most of the major animals, and like California used to be home of the grizzly bears. It's on our flag. Can you find a grizzly bear in California that's not in the zoo? Really? The wild ones we done smoked because we moved in. You may find one in the zoo or the Yosemite Park area. Probably the Yosemite Park area where they're keeping them there. But there's not that much. The population in California dwindled. They had to move because we moved here and took over. You know what I'm saying? So understand, your comfortability, like, let me put it this way. We get a couple of mountain lions attacks every year though. So over there, they're getting a tiger attack every other week. You know, somebody loses their arm, someone loses a baby, you feel me? Someone loses a kid, uncle, brother, you feel me? A week. Every other week there's a tiger snatching somebody. We don't got that here. I understand your comfortability. I understand how privileged. Okay? We don't got that here. So, y'all don't understand the privileges you do have. And so you're trying to find other means to do other ways to fight something. Stop fighting each other. Okay? That's all it is. When you get too comfortable, you want to fight something. Don't fight each other. Okay? We don't need to fight each other. I know it's in our blood to fight, but we don't need to fight each other. Take up a contact sport. Okay? Learn how to play chess, but we don't need to fight each other like this. Okay? Especially men and women. Okay? Gender war is fucking stupid. It shouldn't be a fucking war. Okay? So, understand. You can go live in India, get snatched up by a tiger, or you can be here and get fucked in the head. Exactly what it is. Yeah, man. Leave India to the tigers.
But that's the difference. The difference between 40-year-old Cooch and 20. It's the amount of time I wait. That's it. 20, I wait forever. Just wait in the corner like, oh, it's going to happen. I'm going to wait for this 20-year-oldness. 40, I want a date. 2 dates. 2 dates, and then you got to start rolling them old draws down. From where it is pulled up to the bra. I'm not saying you're not sexy if it's 40. I'm just saying it's the time. That? That's it.
That's hilarious.
Like, I want it now. If I'm willing to eat some stale Cracker Jacks, I'll eat some stale Cracker Jacks, but I want them right
now.
If I say
Patrice O'Neal, man. The truth in that shit is real. For real. Now understand. Hold on. That tiger thing's still in my head. You saw that tiger running after that nigga, man? He almost lost his ass cheeks. Lucky he was on a motorcycle that was fast enough. Out the woods coming to eat you. Okay, back to Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal is hilarious as shit. And fucking facts. You feel me? The younger you are, the more somebody will wait and do the whole courting process and shit, you know, understanding that you're fresh in it, you know, blah, 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 you know what I mean? You can get somebody to wait when you're young, you know, fresh 20s, you know, because you're still naive in the whole thing. So, you know, a lot of motherfuckers will wait, give you a chance, explain shit to you and shit with it there. But when you're older, bitch, you been running this gang for years, come on. You know what it is. Why the fuck am I waiting for used goods? As he said, stale chips. I want to eat them right now.
The areas that I messed up in my marriage.
What do you mean?
was trying to remain a strong, independent black woman while I had a husband.
Yes! This is the type of accountability that a man loves. I can't even do anything but to respect this woman.
I didn't allow him to lead. I didn't show him enough patience and grace while he was trying to figure out how to be a husband.
I need everybody to come to the club tonight. I'm getting everybody free drinks.
A lot of women need to take notes because sometimes you have to wait and trust the process.
Think about that.
I undermined his authority as a stepfather to my son because I was very protective.
This is what we've allowed our young women to believe.
More than 70% of women had a child out of wedlock. So that's actually like every other woman with a child.
You can't make it up.
And I tried to force him to be somebody that he wasn't, and I knew he wasn't.
Wow.
Now this is gonna hurt a little bit. Women think they can level up a man, but in reality, if he doesn't want to be a business owner, just accept an average life. Message!
So yeah. Ladies, the whole idea of you leveling up a dude. No. Okay? You can't level up a dude. You can assist him leveling himself. But the only thing you can do is help him level himself. If he wants to climb and do the extra, he will climb and do the extra. If he needed guidance or a certain path and shit and you knew it, then help him to climb and do that extra. But if that nigga's a good for nothing lazy lump of dumb nigga, like, come on. That's all he gonna be. You can't upgrade him from that. Okay? You cannot upgrade him from that. If he has no ambition of his own, no ideas and thought pattern of his own, you are not upgrading nothing. Do you get that? I hope so. Because that's a fucked up scenario. Because you will waste your money, waste your time and your effort, and probably have a kid with a dumb motherfucker who doesn't want to do anything, who doesn't have no aspirations for anything else. This is where the whole picking wisely, listening to a man. Okay? The man don't have a dream to be somewhere at a certain point in time, or idea to go somewhere to make a lot of money, or an invention in his head that he's been working on for years. You feel me? I'm sorry, you're not helping this nigga do anything but be a fuck being a man. Like, for real, like, if he don't have any of those shits, and all he's doing is standing on the corner selling some drugs, to understand that's all he's gonna fucking do. That's all he fucking knows. That's all he was fucking taught. He's at a stop. You might want to keep going and get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Because he's stuck on that corner until he wants to get the fuck off that corner, or to tell the cops pull him off and put him in jail. So understand, if you pick stupid, you ain't upgrading shit. If you pick somebody with some ideas, ambition, and trying to do what they do, and you can help them along the way, then you assist like a wife and a co-companion should. Boom. Mic drop. All right, let's go.
The white woman has been the only mentor that we have had of a female. We've seen her every day of our life on television, every magazine, every newspaper, every commercial. You know, it's just been her face, her body, her image, whatever it has been in front of us. And so today we have the results of that. We have black women who are trying to dye their hair blonde, who are wearing blue and green contacts in their eyes, you know, who wear tons and tons of layers of makeup, who have changed their voice, who have hair weaves so they can have flowing long hair blowing in the wind, you know, like Brooke Shields or somebody, you know. And so that's been an accident. And as a result of us doing that, we have also adopted the women's liberation movement goals of wanting to be liberated from the man and have some kind of pseudo-equality. When while that may be true of the white woman and her plight with the white man, that's not really the black woman's business, because we haven't been under the control of the black man for over 500 years. So what do we have to be liberated from him from?
Sister Shahrzad Ali. And I was just saying that shit. Just put it even more succinctly, okay? Which is the truth. All these things our women doing today is been adopted from the white woman of yesterdays. Okay? Black families never had problems like that. back then. I never had it. I say my grandmother, all that. There was no problems like that. Till death do you part. That's what happened with every person in my family. Okay? Until the new generation. Until this fuckery. So, as I'm saying, your ideas coming from somebody else and you're adopting that shit. And then now girls are growing up automatically adopting that shit and not even been in it. You got a strong opinion about shit you know nothing about. You're literally in your grandparents and your mom and dad's relationship, and you barely had a fucking relationship yourself. Live your life, not other people's life. Okay? Your life is not that bad. We have luxury, pleasure, and all the rights we want. Live your life and stop dwelling on the past. The past that had nothing to do with you. The only thing we should dwell on is the mistreatment of people back then. Yes, okay? Slavery happened all over the world. The strong subjugated the weak, okay? But you aren't slaves. But you have the slave mindset, okay? Just like with the feminist movement that came from the white girls that wanted all the extra, okay? You weren't being beaten up and all that shit and fucked up like they were back then. But you wanted that shit now. So you accepted their shit and take that shit. So now you get it. It doesn't matter what color it is. Injustice, wrong, or evil is going to happen. It doesn't matter what color the person is. It matters who the person is. We had good leaders and bad leaders. We had good kings and bad kings. Good empires and bad empires. So understand. Things that happen in the past, you can't have too much of your own shit. Take your shit out of that because it was nowhere near before. You're new, you're fresh in the game. Okay? Come with a fresh mindset and understand the shit. Really. That's all it is to it. Come with a fresh mindset.
Hey, no one cuts up like me.
So, this has been my show.
Who gon' cut